In this video, you are going to learn a training activity on psychological safety, which you can use with your team. This training activity is about psychological safety and standards. It's the work of Mehmet, a leading researcher on the topic of psychological safety. With this training activity, your participants will discover 4 zones and see in which zone they are and come up with ideas to arrive to high-performing teams. Here is the description. Imagine a y-axis. This y-axis represents standards, low standards, and high standards. Low standards mean we have unclear goals and we have not ambitious goals. Unclear goals and the goals are not ambitious. High standards mean we have clear goals and we have highly ambitious goals. High standards. On the x-axis, we see the level of psychological safety, from low level of psychological safety to high level of psychological safety. Low level of psychological safety, it's a team environment where employees do not feel free to express their questions, concerns, ideas, and mistakes. It's a toxic work culture. High level of psychological safety means it's a work environment where employees feel free to express their questions, concerns, ideas, and mistakes. So y-axis, standards, low standards, high standards. X-axis, low psychological safety and high psychological safety. In case there are low standards and low psychological safety, it means we are in an apathy zone. Apathy zone. We don't really care about work. We have in any ways unclear goals and there is very low level of psychological safety. Employees are not engaged. Apathy zone. In the second zone, we have low standards, unclear goals, not ambitious goals, and very high level of psychological safety. So low standards, high psychological safety. This zone is comfort zone. Here is one simple example. There is one developing country, and when you have a task in this developing country and you go to a government office, you wait there until a government officer attends you. The government officer drinks his or her tea, they read newspapers, they do chit-chat. After waiting maybe 20 minutes, they start to attend you. These government officers have very low standards, unclear goals, their goals are not ambitious. At the same time, they have a very high degree of psychological safety. They can say no to their bosses, disagree with them all the time. They do not have any accountability at all, and no one can touch them. They got the positions because of their political connections. Their performance can really be very low and still they can maintain the job. So a very high level of psychological safety. Low standards, high psychological safety, comfort zone. The third zone is about high standards, clear goals, ambitious goals, and low psychological safety. This zone is anxiety zone. Actually, this is what happens in many teams and organizations. We are stuck in anxiety zone, high standards and low psychological safety. The fourth zone is high performance zone, high psychological safety and high standards. After explaining this concept to your team members or participants, you can ask them individually to see in which zone they are. After that, you can ask them to come up with ideas to reach high performance zone. The main point is, once you gather these ideas to achieve high performance, try to make them as specific and actionable as possible. I wish you good luck doing this training activity.